Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. The Japanese McDonald's promotion has started and ended very quickly. The promotion recently started and had some alright looking toys. Of course, we got like Charizards, the Pikachus, a lot of Kanto representation here per usual. But as cool as it is that their McDonald's actually gave them toys, the big thing in these Happy Meals was the Pokemon card. We had the Pikachu with a Big Mac. He's got a whole meal going on here from the McDonald's. But because of this, because of all of the hype that's going on right now in the Pokemon world, specifically in the TCG, it has caused a lot of chaos. So in Japan, they are seeing extraordinarily long lines as people are waiting to get these Happy Meals from McDonald's. And unfortunately out there, I don't know if they can just buy the cards by themselves, but it's starting to cause a lot of waste. Like, people literally are buying dozens of these meals and just dumping the food out on the street. And I apologize, I'm not sure where a lot of these photos came from, but I found them on the internet, so there's credit to whoever has been posting these. Like, thank you for sharing them, and apologies that I'm unable to give you credit at this time. But it's crazy, people are dropping stuff on the streets. They're even just at the McDonald's, I guess, just ditching the food there, which I guess is a little bit better, arguably. But there's just so much wasted food happening that the McDonald's has actually just called it off. And even here, it looks like they're maybe turned into some sort of altercation that was about to happen. But there's been so many issues that the McDonald's in Japan has actually just called the whole thing off. So it seems like people are also blaming tourists on some of this chaos that's happening. But they specifically don't like call out like American tourism, which is interesting because I don't know, I've been hearing a lot about Americans going and touring Japan. I'm gonna be one of them. But apparently there's a lot of tourism from China that's coming over to Japan to do these cards. I'm not sure, I can't verify that. But I did also see a news story about how like an Airbnb out in Japan was trashed by scalpers of the Pokemon products, and they left just like a mountain of trash from these things. Like, I don't know. The TCG is crazy right now. So let me know how you're feeling about the TCG, the US side or Japanese side, down in the comments. And speaking of promo cards, the World's 2025 promo card featuring Pikachu was released as a promotion over the past week. So the promo card was actually made available on the PokemonCenter.com website in the US. All you had to do was use the code WorldsCard25US. There is also different versions available for the different regions, like the UK specifically, which is still in stock, but unfortunately on the US, this card went out of stock within a few hours. I saw the promo drop, I was working, so I was like, what are the odds that this is gonna actually sell out? And then literally a few hours later, I was like, all right, I should probably do this. I was taking a look at some stuff, tried to add it to cart, used the promo code, and instead there was an error. The code was no longer eligible. And when you take a look at PokemonCenter.com, the promo is gone. All of the images have been taken down from the homepage. But on the bright side, GameStop is still doing this promo, so hopefully your GameStop got the promo cards. They should have started this week. But also, if your GameStop is either they're out of them or never got them, alternatively, the third option for you is that at participating Pokemon leagues, you are able to get them for participating in battles, which should be happening between August 11th and August 17th. So you'll get the regular card for participating in those, and then as people win those tournaments, based on their age division, they will get the exclusive version of this year's World's Pikachu promo, featuring the winner stamp, as well as that Play Pokemon watermark underneath the attack text. So really cool promo. I really hope that they bring back this on Pokemon Center. My GameStop never gets the cards. Does your GameStop ever get the promos? Maybe this is a good sign for me to move to a different area. But in addition to that promo that was happening on Pokemon Center, we did get a couple new interesting drops, like the Funko Pearlescent Raichu did drop. This is exclusive to Pokemon Center. I feel like Funko's in kind of a weird spot right now, but I mean, I still bought one because I don't know, I'm in too deep now. But still in stock as I film this, so if you did want to pick up one of those Raichus, it is there available for you. As well as the King Ice collaboration that Pokemon is doing. These are pretty cool, and I mean, they're spendy, but I think all things considered, not a bad price for what it is. There's a handful of different options here that are still in stock, but pretty cool little pieces of jewelry if you want something a little more unique, a little bit more high-end for the collection. Then we've been talking a lot about the Jazzwares figures, as always, but we've got a look at the next wave of super articulated figures, the confirmation that Wave 10 is going to be including Noivern, Gallade, Armor Rouge, and then the reprint is going to be Charizard. Shout out to Nerdy Boy for always having such great pictures of all of these figures. And if you've not seen the wiki that Nerdy Boy has put together, I'll link that down in the description as well, so you can hop over there. No affiliation, but just want to shout out great work. Nerdy Boy was also able to share some photos of the new Charizard. I'm not sure exactly where he found them, but I'm going to credit him for now. But this is the new model of Charizard, so it is a reprint, but word on the street is that Jazzwares has moved manufacturing to Vietnam, which is leading to some different looking figures, which so far it seems like for the better, but time will tell. We'll see. All of the new figures in this wave are going to be coming with that hexagon shaped base, and it does seem that the Charizard is going to have a few different joints in it. It does seem that the figure is going to have some different joints available to it, and like the eyes specifically look pretty good on this one. I unfortunately didn't buy the original Charizard because, I don't know, I was like, whatever, it's Charizard. There's going to be a billion of these things. So I skipped it. But then I started like really doing more with the figures. I was like, man, I should have bought that Charizard. Anyways, this will be my chance to pick up a Charizard. But here in this photo, we do see some of the major differences so far between like there on that like hip thigh joint. There's no longer that gaping hole inside there. And as well as like the face does look quite a bit different with the different shaped eyes. Even the teeth look a little bit sharper, not so like rounded off, and the mouth, like the jowls, I guess his cheeks, do seem like they have a different shape to them as well. And maybe it's just the angle, but it looks like the horns also might be a little bit different on Charizard, the top of his head. So let me know your thoughts if you're excited for how Charizard's starting to look now, or if you're just kind of burnt out on Charizard, maybe. I don't know. I feel like we got a lot of Charizard. And another popular Pokemon is getting a new figure. At Worlds 2025, we are going to be getting an exclusive Jazzwares Shiny Gyarados figure. The figure is looking honestly really good, and it's not very often, or not at all, do we ever get shiny Pokemon made as official figures. So this is super cool that we're getting this, but I will say that unfortunately this looks like it's just a repaint, because if you remember a while back, we did have a Jazzwares figure of the regular blue Gyarados that looks just identical, just different color skin, obviously. But if it is just a repaint, I mean, I'm totally fine with that, because we're getting a shiny Pokemon for the first time from these figures, and if it is the same, we are looking at a 13-inch figure, which is going to be a pretty nice buy. Like, if anybody going to Worlds, like you might need to bring some additional space in your luggage if you pick one of these up. Also in the rumor mill, Skeledirge. We've been waiting for a lot of information on this one. We've not been getting it, but rumor is that somebody did see the price tag at Target for it, but no figured quite yet, but they did see that there was like a Skeledirge print on the price tag thing on the shelf. I don't have photos of it, so like it's just word of mouth. Just want to let you guys know. Also want to let you guys know, over at Entertainment Earth, there are new 3D puzzle models of each of the Kanto First partners. So these are from 4D build, which is very misleading because it says 4D, but it's a 3D puzzle. I don't know. But we've got Bulbasaur, super cute. These actually look kind of fun. I'm like really contemplating maybe picking some of these up, like maybe the Charmander or the Pikachu. But they are pretty cool. Like, they come with this whole little environment and you put it together. I like building stuff, so maybe you do too. But these look great. I think it's just those little notches are kind of throwing me off just a little bit. But I think overall, these are probably going to be a really good find right here. I'd like the Pikachu though, like with all the electricity coming off of it. I think that looks really great. In video game news, reminder to go to your mystery gift in Scarlet and or Violet. Go get your free shiny Wo-Chien, because we only needed to beat it 1 million times, but apparently we've beaten it over 6 million times, which is insane. Now we've got, currently in the raids, we've got Chien Pao until August 17th, and this one is way easier to beat. So I can only imagine how many millions of times we're going to beat this one. So if you haven't hopped on board with all of these things, like, you should go hop on now. Go get that shiny Pokemon and go, like, these things, they actually have really good drops, so go check them out. Last week we talked about Pokemon TCG Pocket and how we had some art that needed to be removed for the immersive cards of Ho-Oh and for Lugia. TCG Pocket now has replacements for that art. The art still is coming from CA Nanahara, and apparently it makes sense. They used a lot of the same stuff from the prior cards, but now they changed how Ho-Oh looks, and they did make some tweaks to Lugia. I think both cards look great to me, I think, but I was on Reddit, and for some reason I was compelled to look at the comments on some stuff. Never go into the comments. The comments are a toxic place. Except for here. You guys are great down in the comments, so thank you for being great to each other. But down in the comments, people were really like bagging on Lugia and how it looks. I think it looks pretty cool. It does kind of share the same pose as like Miraidon, I guess. But I don't know. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like on how you feel about the art. I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good. And if you are playing TCG Pocket, a reminder, if you haven't noticed this in the news, they did put out a questionnaire. In the questionnaire, they just ask you a bunch of questions about like how you're enjoying the game, things you would want to add, things that you dislike on the game. So this could be our time to, you know, maybe remove some menu things, because oh my god, I have to tap through like 7 different menus to do stuff sometimes. But I don't know, you share your opinions in the questionnaire yourself. It is live until August 20th, so you still have like a week to knock that out roughly. But go share your opinion. We're gonna continue to go try to improve this game. We've got some new TCG releases for real life though. First up, we've got a new 2025 Trainer's Toolkit. I actually really like these products. I think they're kind of fun. The box is focused on Fezandipiti EX, and it should be releasing on October 24th, and it's going to cost us $35 if you want to pick this up. Inside the box, it does come with over 50 useful cards to power up your decks, including dozens of trainer cards, 5 promo cards, 3 A-Spec cards, plus a copy of Fezandipiti EX. It's going to include 4 packs of cards, including Destined Rivals and Mega Evolution, it looks like. There's also going to be 65 card sleeves in there, but I don't have a photo of those, so I'm not sure how they look. Sometimes they're fantastic, sometimes they're not so fantastic in my opinion. But there's also a strategy guide for the deck, as well as some damage counter dice, condition markers, and a code card for TCG Live, so you can play that online. Next up on October 24th, we have some new Mega Battle decks that are going to be coming out. These product images did come out before some of the cards were released in Japan, so they gave us just like these like hidden like backs of the cards ones. So we do have the Mega Diancie EX box as well as the Mega Gengar EX box. I think both are going to be pretty popular, probably Gengar a little more so, but we do have a look at some of those cards that were hidden on here. So we do have there the Mega Diancie EX, which is looking great. I think it's just a great shade of pink. Diancie's kind of fun. As well as this Meloetta that is going to be in the decks. I think that's great art. I just really like that style of art. Haunter is looking really good. I like this style of art as well. And then we've got our Mega Gengar with the all the swirls and craziness going around it. And then sometime this month, I'm guessing probably maybe this week, maybe next week, the exclusive Sam's Club Prismatic Evolutions Lucario EX and Tyranitar EX Premium Collection. It's a mouthful. It's going to be showing up at Sam's Club. But I've got the link down in the description if you do want to like check that out, if you do want to open it up. But this box is going to be running about $56, specifically $55.98. Walmart always has these like very off prices, but inside we're going to get 14 packs of Prismatic Evolutions plus all 5 of these promo cards in there, including that Jumbo. So not a bad deal, $56 for 14 packs. And Sam's Club has said that they're going to limit it to 2 boxes per membership, which I think that's pretty cool, honestly. Like it's a good deal. So I don't know, if you are a Sam's Club member, like this is something to go pick up. Then a while back, we saw the Toyota Miraidon project that they were working on, where they're trying to create like a real life Miraidon basically. That little robot mechanism thing, vehicle, I guess essentially, is going to be at Pokemon Worlds 2025 doing all of its transformation of like from its claws down on its feet, it turning into the motorcycle form that it does in the games. That's going to be live there. They're going to be doing demos. That's super cool. Let me know if you're going to Worlds this year. I'm not going, but that's super cool if you are. We're really going to try to go next year. But I've really only ever seen the Miraidon like just kind of casually like walking with a lot of assistance. But no shade on Toyota. But Honda came out with their Miraidon, and this one actually rolls around, and it looks great. They released some videos early last week that they took it out to the racetrack and they had it like running around. I think this is super cool. I know that they won't ever like mass produce these things, but I think it'd be really fun if they did, and I can just like, you're just like driving to work and then just zooming by as like a Miraidon just like running down the freeway. Like that'd be a pretty fun day. And it'd be really fun if you continue to join me on these videos, so make sure you are subscribed, hit that like button for me. Are you excited for Worlds? It's this weekend. We're gonna be binging it all weekend. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.